Yep.
All right. So the Bushies are the opposite.
Oh, got the gold.
Ooh.
Oh shit! Yeah, nice.
That's nice.
The Bushies.
All
All right, so
Bush.
So we start off then. So the Bushies are basically the best of the year 2018. So there's everything that's good now. No more Tower Baron stuff. It's all good stuff. So the best skin of 2018.
So this one's pretty
I'm
easy.
going first because I vote first. Mecha Tyrael.
ooh,
Mechaterial. That
That's
one was
my vote.
pretty good. That was one of the most awesome skins, I think, when it came out.
Damn right.
Fringe unmuted.
TB, what's your vote?
It's obviously going to be Janitor the Orc. The Orc's my favorite character.
Yeah, no,
I have
it's
a-
either, yeah,
I have a
Mechaterial.
the Orc Janitor shirt. So
that I gave you. Yeah, but Mechaterial.
Wait, I gave him that shirt.
Okay, I wanted to give it to you. All right,
What the fuck does that mean?
all right. Mechaterial or Mecha Rhaegar, one of the two.
Okay.
the Tyrael's better than the Rhaegar.
Well, I love the Tyrael, man. It's so like they have a red one or they have
Blue
they
and
have
red.
they have a black and gray one that they haven't released yet. I've seen it. I want that.
Oh.
The AI sometimes wears it.
Yeah, I know exactly, right? I want that. Anyway,
One
Tyrael.
of those hidden ones.
All right, Hero.
Yeah. Hero, what do you got?
Teddy Bear Stitches is really close, but when Mechaterial came out, everybody was hype about that one.
That
Gotta be
anime.
Mechaterial. Yeah, it was so good.
So here
But this toys one was really fun too.
if it was a turtle instead of a bear, would you like the stitches better?
Yeah, that'd still be pretty good. I'm just waiting for him to get like a scorpion kind of skin.
Okay.
The whole
Paradox.
Mechastorm event was really good.
Well, I don't know. I have two. I feel like I'm just gonna have to pick the new white mane skin, the one that has the little cat that's on the mount.
Ooh,
I feel
Ooh.
like that is
sexy
pretty
white
good.
mane.
You mean thick mane?
So- yeah, I think that.
You mean the
thigh
one
mane-
that shows her upper thighs, huh?
all of them show her upper
Whoa.
thighs. That's like literally her thing. Yeah, the one with the little cat on it's pretty good. But I was debating between that and the Orc Joanna skin,
Oh,
just
you
because
like-
every little like animation and everything is different. Every particle, every animation is different. So I was like, that's pretty cool.
So what you're
I love-
saying, not paradox, yes or no question, you like white mane skin that shows her pussy.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Oh my god. So every 10
I
minutes,
thought that was pretty good.
Paradox has a face of like, why am I doing this?
That's exactly why I said it.
Oh my god.
We'll show him on the show.
I feel like I like that white mane skin is pretty good too. But that comment I think just made Sanhat subscribe with a Twitch Prime sub. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I feel like Mechaterial is having the most traction here.
It's super
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
just for
video.
the voice line alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have an announcer of Mechaterial. You know that's awesome, and it's different.
By the way,
Heart
I love the
animation is
Kevin.
really good
I love the
too.
Kevin announcer. I love it.
Yeah, he's good too. He's really.
He's super nice.
Floating.
He's like, oh, you earned that talent. You know, like, I love it. Good job. Good job, Kevin.
Yeah.
All right. I guess winner is a Mechaterial skin.
Boom.
Yep. Nice.
All right.
Yeah, there are a couple good ones in chat. They're all talking about the Nexomania ones, like the Garrosh and the Diablo Luchador ones.
Yeah.
Those ones were really well
Good
done
too.
too.
Yeah.
Definitely good.
Really
Yeah.
well done.
No. Again, like I said earlier at the start of the segment, Blizzard has done a great job. Like with all the skins and the games, like the gameplay, everything. It's been really great. Even the reworks, like of the dozen reworks, like maybe 2 or 3 I had issues with. Like for the most part, they've done an excellent job. And also, we're not shills. We're actually very critical of Blizzard. So when we're nice, we're actually being sincere when we're nice.
It's been a really good year. It's been a really good year.
Yeah.
True that. Last year's winner was Primeval Diablo, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was scary.
That is a
sure.
good skin.
That was
honestly.
badass.
That's a great one.
All right, so next topic is going to be best rework of 2018. And to go through that list again real quick, Brightwing, Kerrigan, Tyrande, Chromie, Stukov, Artanis, Asmodan, Raynor, Diablo, Lunara, Varian, Medivh, Sonya, Tyrael, Malfurion, Sylvanas, Stitches. A lot of good reworks in there.
Yep. Tower Baron, go ahead. Who's
the obvious
the best?
one's got to be Raynor. He was one of the most asked reworks for over a year. The fact that they gave him like a lot more playmaking ability with the give him some pepper and different builds. Previously, he was really weak because all he did was have the inspire and he just auto attacked. But now I think he has a lot more.
But now he
utility.
inspires and auto attacks.
Yeah, he has the pepper. He has the pepper though, so you actually have to. They didn't change him, so he's completely different. He's still a beginner hero, but he's actually a lot more effective now. If you can land your peppers and stuff and your Qs. So I think there's more. Ability to be more effective if you're good with him versus he was just kind of crappy and he was limited by his kit.
And kudos to Blizzard for changing the trait name. What was it before? Because there was a Reddit post saying they should exploit weakness. Was that really the name?
Yeah, that was the name.
Wow.
Wait.
Give him some peppers.
That was
so
an
much
awful
better.
name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Aldo Nets, just to say, my vote goes to Tyrande because her rework fundamentally changed the hero's role. With Raynor, you inspire an auto attack. That was before. Now you inspire an auto attack. They haven't changed any of his gameplay, but Tyrande went from like this weird damage pseudo healing kind of person to an actually full blown healer. So Tyrande.
Yeah, I'd like to add to the Tyrande one as well, and that's also my pick. Well, two things about that. So one, I said that I thought Tyrande got really boring after they removed the group-wide stealth heal thing. I thought that was the coolest mechanic, and then they removed it. And they gave her like this stealth thing, and her healing was really, really bad. And I pretty much told people that asked me, they're like, how do you play Tyrande? I was like, okay, well, first you go into your key bindings and you set Q to auto self-cast. And I said, and you tell people that you're never going to heal them. And I said, then you should play as an assassin. And so I was like, that's all you do. That's how you play Tyrande. And then when they announced that they were reworking her, I said they better make her either change her thing to just be an assassin or bring her back to being a priestess, which is a healer, and have her actually healing. And her new, I don't really like exactly what she's done to the meta, but I like her new play style. It's very fun, it's very active, it's engaging, it's difficult to try to keep up everything at once. And you still have a lot of the old playstyle if you want it, with the exception of like maybe the owl build. Everything else is kind of in there. So I think generally that's what I like about new Tyrande.
Yeah, like what I love about the rework for Tyrande is that they actually gave her a role now, and they actually made it so that like you can heal if you're good. Essentially, if you're good at auto attacking, you can reduce your cooldowns and stuff like that. So that's really great. And I also like, see, the thing is, there's so many good reworks. Like, you can argue that the Sonya rework is really good. The Tyrael one is really good.
I was even going to mention the Medivh. While it's a very small rework, it took a lot of talents that felt like they should be baseline, made them baseline. They balanced out him by lowering his cooldown, by increasing his cooldowns. So he wasn't as annoying as he was before, but he just felt better to play. So it was a very, very small rework, but the Medivh one was surprisingly good.
Yeah. I even like the Malfurion rework. Like, they made it so that you have to land your skill shots to get value from him. I think, which is great.
Oh, you didn't like a Malfurion that could down a camp in 3 seconds? That was my favorite part about old Malfurion, was you could down a camp in 3 seconds.
Like, I even love the Brightwing.
Yeah, the Brightwing one is.
Oh yeah,
there are so many
really
good.
good.
You know, like
especially with the supports this year, except for Stukov. That was a little bit of a miss. But they said last year was the year of the healer. I think it was this year actually.
Yeah, I think so too.
Last year was the year they killed the healers. This year they were like, let's try to bring them back a little bit. I mean, I wish you could still be a little bit more impactful with them. Like, I wish you could do like more camps with different healers, maybe more damage on some, because right now like the highest damage healers we have is pretty limiting. And maybe like playmaking ones. We don't really have too many playmaking ones, but that's all stuff that would be cool in the future. But generally, yeah, I think the majority of the reworks they did for healers made them a lot more fun to play, a lot more engaging.
And
No,
there's
I think-
certain
yeah, go
tiers where the healers do actually get impactful. So, like Deckard's 13, Stukov's 13, White Main's 13,
yeah.
all the 13s.
Yeah, I mean like stuff like that. I'm just meaning like, where's our mosh pit? You know what I mean? Like if you ever like watch League of Legends, for example, like while I think the early game of League of Legends is the most boring thing I've ever seen. All of their supports are playmakers. Like they shove all of their coolest ultimate abilities on the supports, and every other character gets like these really boring ults. You look at Vayne's ult, and it's like, oh, you can kind of go stealth here and there. And then you look at Nami's ult, and it's like, oh, you summon a giant wave that goes all the way down the lane and throws people in the air and slows them. You look at Sona's ult, and it's like you have an instant cast that makes them dance. Like everyone has these playmaker ults on supports. And I think that's what's kind of cool is I feel like the supports, while your healing kind of sucks in League of Legends, your ultimate abilities have like way more playmaking potential. But maybe that's just me. I mean, Deckard, I think that's what they were trying to do because he definitely is a big playmaker.
That's part of the balance, though, right? But if they can do that, and that was the whole issue with the double support meta was they could do all that and heal.
So that's, I mean, that's definitely where the problem comes in for sure. Is you don't want all the double supports without a counter to it.
And now I like that with all these supports, reworks, they kind of all fit into certain niches with some overlap in between them. Obviously, they all heal an okay amount to be viable solo supports. But, you know, Deckard is kind of like the follow-up CC playmaking kind of support. Shit, I just had a brain fart.
Yeah, I know.
Brightwing is like the global, you know.
Yeah. No, I know.
You know what I meant.
Like they all reverse a sub role, like a pseudo sub role.
That was a big aneurysm right there.
Oh yeah, I just
those are words.
It's been a long weekend, dude.
Yeah.
The past 3 days, I've shoveled like 10 to 12 hours of snow.
That's rough.
Oh god.
I think they did really well with the reworks, though. I mean, the idea is to give, you know, some of these heroes who maybe have fallen off in popularity or play, and to give them new life and bring them back. So like the Tyrande and the Raynor ones are really good. I actually really like the Tyrael one too, so I'm gonna vote for that one. But the Raynor and the Tyrande ones are really good. The Tyrael one, what I like about him is that they've given him some new talents, and he can be more aggressive now. So you see him taking things like blinking in and blinking out, which at first everyone laughed at that talent. They're like, why would you take it? But, you know, now things like Holy Ground, again, aren't mandatory. But, again, it's a nice tool to have. And now you actually have options and you have choices. So I like the Tyrael.
I like that they lowered his mana costs.
Oh,
Yes.
Give him new life.
That was like the scariest thing. Like you played Tyrael and you were out of mana. Like the fight was about to start and you were out of mana.
Yeah. You soaked the wave, you're out of mana. Oh shit, I need to go back. So, but I think for me it's Tyrande because they made her a healer. She's no longer like a hybrid assassin. She's actually a healer now. So I vote for Tyrande with a 1A, then 1B Raynor, then 1C Tyrael.
But they're all good.
There you go.
Yeah, but it seems like Tyrande is by far the favorite.
The winner.
Yeah. No, but I think 90% of the reworks have been like really good.
Yep.
So
They did have to swap her 1 and 7s, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's all right.
I'm just saying. They had to rework her.
Yes.
That literally didn't change her.
Yeah, you did a good job. Oh, by the way, this sucks. This is what Hero just did.
Hashtag
LFM. LFMesports.com.
Thanks for your support.
All right. So the next one is best gameplay change. So some of the highlights. Team League now accepts solo queues. Third bans were introduced. Voice chat was introduced. Battleground rotations. What does that mean?
Doesn't matter. Everyone's gonna vote for third bans.
No. Call of the Nexus,
No.
which is the experience boost for underrepresented roles in quick match, and then quick matchmaking role changes. And then what else?
Sorry.
Did we miss a couple things?
Sorry,
I can't remember. It's been a long year.
I'm gonna go with. So I actually really like the team league now, except solo queues, because I've probably played the most team league I've ever played this year, or this season. But I'm gonna add the events and the quest to this one because I think that was really big. That was really big to getting people in, and I think some of those quests and the ones in the one right now, they're actually teaching people things about the game, like basic ones like don't die 4 times. I think that's a pretty good one. So it starts to adjust your gameplay. Things like go take mercenary camps, go kill forts. So it's kind of guiding you towards different things. So I really like those.
Yeah. No, I love the third ban.
Third ban. I'm on the same boat. Third ban.
Can I say Twitch drops? It's not really a gameplay mechanic, but like, I feel like Twitch drops is like the thing. Like, that's the thing that like it not only helped out a lot of streamers, but it generally made HOTS look like it had way more viewers, even though half of them were AFK. But still, it made it visually seem like there were more viewers, and it just rewarded a bunch of people. So.
Twitch.com/NotParadox.
Right.
If you're gonna AFK a stream, do it on NotParadoxes.
Yeah, if you're gonna AFK on stream, I've got all the best drops. Even though the drop thing isn't going on right now, I still have the best drops. If you never got your Orphea portrait or spray, then just watch my stream and you will get it. I promise, no lie.
Yep. I'm gonna say third ban.
Events.
Yeah, I think third ban.
Third ban.
I think so.
It's great because like there's the thing is that when Blizzard releases a heroes, a lot of times, not a lot, but sometimes a character is overtuned, and in the old days you would have to use your first ban to ban it, but now you can still like ban that OP hero and get another ban after that, which is awesome beyond belief. It's not good for Team Method, but it's really good for everyone else besides Team Method.
All right, so the winner is third ban.
Third ban for sure.
Nothing to say about the 4 experience changes.
Moving on.
Too soon.
All right, so we got some of the big hitters now. The next one is best hero released this year, and the list is Blaze, Maiev, Phoenix, Deckard, Yrel, Whitemane, Mephisto, Mal'Ganis, Orphea. A lot of strong heroes on this list. Last year, Lucio was the winner. And let's open it up.
Okay, I'll go first. I'm going to say it's Phoenix has both the troll ult for fun and also a good ult, and he's played both competitive and casual. He just fits everything. He's a very good, range assassin to add to the game.
I personally like Blaze, the bunker mechanic for that ult. It's just incredibly creative. I liked it a lot. His kit was very strong. That's why I think he's the best. I think for this category, Anna last year. I thought it was really cool to have a skill shot healer like Anna. So I like the creative heroes with the creative abilities.
Remember when we thought bunker was going to be a garbage ability?
You said that. I did not say that.
No, that was you.
That was me.
I said bunker would be good.
It was 40 seconds. Blizzard thought so too, guys. It was 40 seconds when it launched.
Yeah. No, it came out. It was busted. And like bunker dancing, they had to fix so many things about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's still going to be nerfed. Still going to be nerfed. I don't know. For me, I would say probably Whitemane, mainly because of the thighs. No, mainly because of the...
Truth.
Here's the thing. They brought out a healer that finally had like a one-shot combo that you could do 100 to 0, and I was like, that's it. And that wasn't even the build that was good. She had a really good build that's pretty unique in it. It's a lot of activity. It's a lot of things you're supposed to be doing. But the fact that like if you wanted to, you can like sneak out a build to just blow someone up as a support is pretty awesome.
What are you eating, Hero Physio? Like every 5 minutes. Oh,
Popcorn. I'm enjoying the stories. I'm entertained right now.
Every 2 minutes, he's reaching over, grabbing like something. I think he's like doing ecstasy or something like that, or whatever.
It's a lot of ecstasy.
He's reaching over, and grabbing like something and eating something.
right, my
Branch,
best
what's your
hero.
pick?
No, I'm just curious what it was.
Okay, Prince, you go.
I was actually gonna say White Mane, to be honest, because I think it was either Deckard Cain or White Mane. I love what they did with supports. This is I've been on record of saying 2018 was the year of support, and also to be fair, like in 2017, the community wanted supports to be more proactive, or to be more of a playmaker, and they did that. They gave us Deckard Cain, who's a playmaker. They gave us White Mane, who's a playmaker. Tyrande is a playmaker now. So is Brightwing. So I go White Mane.
Hero?
I think you put the White Mane in the wrong spot. Yeah.
That's not me.
Yeah.
It's in.
Oh.
It's
But I'm okay
Orphea,
for the extra
guys.
votes. But
Orphea. I was at BlizzCon when they released her. This is groundbreaking. This is the first Nexus hero, but her Q skill shot is actually why I really like her. It's because this is like a design decision to give her mobility, but it's conditional on her hitting skill shots, which I actually really like that. But original
Yeah,
Nexus hero, guys.
I was
Orphea.
thinking Orphea for a little while. I was like, yeah, she's pretty cool. And I like the original concept because for me, like I play all the games, but at the same time, there's not like a character in any of the games that I'm like, oh, if they don't release this character next, I'm gonna be mad. Like if they bring out a new character, I'm like, oh, cool, I want to learn something new. So I think Orphea's cool.
Schizo in chat says Hero Physio looks like he's tripping out of his mind. Just
every couple minutes.
Let's see. Who do I pick?
You're a support main.
Deckard.
Trying to sway his decision.
I picked Deckard Cain, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deckard was
he
fine.
brought in a lot of cool mechanics for supports for sure.
Now, if you didn't have Ancient Blessings, would you have chosen Deckard Cain?
What?
If you didn't have
What?
if you didn't have Ancient Blessings, would you have chosen Deckard Cain?
Ancient's Blessings is pretty good.
And this is how this is banned on Twitch. Yep.
We have the White Mane or that there.
You have no idea.
Actually, I'm very distracted by
I'm
the
giving
artwork.
what NotParadox is wanting. Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while and
Listen to White Mane Sweet Whispers. From which end, though? Oh, no.
Oh, fake.
Oh, no.
I'm not.
Oh no.
All right.
All right. I think Deckard Cain's pretty cool. Honestly, he has a lot of playmaking abilities. Obviously, with his WE combo, he has setup potential with his potions. He has wombo potential with Ancient's Blessings. Late game scaling healing with the level 20 respawn potions. He has a lot of cool things. I guess the only thing he lacks in is burst prevention. But I mean, you can't do everything as a healer, so.
Loxley in chat says her whispering eye.
Yeah, Deckard's
Don't
neat.
get
And
too
he brought in,
close
like,
or you'll get pink eye.
he brought in like the gem mechanic too, where you can like choose how you want to use an ability. Like you use your cube, and the cube is a pretty basic thing. It's like, oh, it just slows. But wait, it just slows, and you can make it to where it slows even more. You can make it to where it reduces healing and whatever that third one is that no one ever picks. And so he does bring a lot of cool mechanics, and
There's a third
Lord NATO's
one?
pretty cool. So I could see myself changing over to Deckard.
Yeah, I would go either Deckard or White Mane, to be honest. Those are my 1-2s.
Like, let's all vote for not ours. How about that?
Deckard.
Phoenix was my other one.
You would
Orphea.
do Phoenix.
People wanted
do
Phoenix for
Orphea.
so long.
Tyrban.
I'd probably have to go Deckard.
Yes, it's Deckard.
Deckard?
Because everyone was thinking, how's an old
The
man
old
going to make it as a
man.
character?
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Me too.
that was true.
I was
It's like-
one of the biggest non-believers in Deckard Cain, and then
Like, how the hell is he gonna be a hero?
he turned me
And by the
around with
way-
his sweet
By
stories.
the way, I know I don't do the show anymore, but I said Say I Want to Listen would be the shit. You guys gave me shit for that. I said Say I Want to Listen was the way to go, and you guys said no, Lord Nado's the way to go.
That was primarily Bacon.
Yeah, well, either
No,
way, I was
both
right.
are the way to go.
I was
Both are
right.
good.
I was
They're
right.
both good.
Moving on.
This is why you left the show.
Isn't Deckard? Loxley says in chat, isn't Deckard rocking like a 44% win rate at the moment? Yeah, because people don't know how to play him.
I think also the release thing is like he brought a lot of cool stuff to the game, even if he's a little undertuned at the moment for like Hero League. But he's also balanced off of pro play, and he's probably the best support for pro play just because he has set up potential from further away than any other hero. Like you can throw out a W and an E, lock down their entire team from longer range than like anyone else in the game. So but the problem is you get into Hero League and no one follows that up. Like you lock someone down and in Hero League, like everyone's like, oh, they're all rooted. It's like, yeah, we can do something about that. Like we can attack them. I have Ancient Blessings. It's got a long cooldown now, but I still have it.
But you can get a camp instead.
I can't.
I have been not Paradox. I don't know. Like I've been on the train of Ancient's Blessings is by far the best talent, and telling everyone to pick it for the past year. And so many people I play with or I've seen in Bush League don't pick that talent, and also don't pick shields at 4. And I'm just put out there which talent at level 13 has been nerfed 5 times and which talents have been buffed
like,
5
when a
times.
talent has to get nerfed 5 times, you should probably think twice about it. Like in terms of how good it was. I told them instead of like revert all of the nerfs and swap the position of that talent with safety and numbers at 16. I think that would have solved all of the problems, because then you wouldn't have gotten this broken talent so early. And safety and numbers already is not comparable to any of those level 16 talents. So then at 16, you'd have to decide, do you want Ancient Blessings, or do you want to be able to stun a Genji that charges you? Or do you want to be able to do Asmodan damage with your E? Like, I feel like that would be the actual challenge of picking which one of those you want. And then revert all the nerfs. And I think that would be the best change to Deckard, but that's my opinion anyways.
You're so smart and have good ideas. You should start a YouTube channel.
I should make videos. That's what I should do.
So are we in unison
Deckard.
saying
Yeah,
Deckard?
Deckard's-
Okay.
Deckard,
He is
yeah.
a good hero.
He's really
Bacon
cool.
wins.
He was good.
Yeah.
He has the biggest bush.
Listen.
I bet Deckard has the biggest
That beard.
bush.
Yeah, that beard is so
yeah.
bushy.
Best beard of the Gang Push Squad. Belongs
For
to
sure.
me.
All right.
All right. What's the next one? It's gonna be most underrated hero of 2018.
Ooh.
Silently OP.
Yeah.
Yep.
Silently OP out of all the roster.
I got a couple.
Let's go
Yeah, I
here,
got
Physio.
two
Hero,
on mine.
You're
start
first.
us off.
It's Zul'jin or Mephisto.
I
Those two
I
are
don't
cool.
think
I'm with you on
Mephisto. I think Mephisto is actually pretty
Yeah.
good.
Mephisto's pretty low key.
What?
No, he's not low key OP.
No.
He's pretty good.
Low key.
He's low key.
He's
Low-key.
normal key.
Wait.
Normal key. Okay, he's normal
Yeah, he's
key.
normal.
OP.
He's normal key.
All right, I'll go Mephisto. I think he's really strong. I think in most situations you can play him,
I
but he's
don't
just
think-
so new that
I
we
don't
just haven't
know.
had enough games with him.
All right, you pick
Okay.
Mephisto.
Well, yeah, so I'm gonna give Blemsy a big boner right now.
Oh,
Say
Ragnaros.
Ragnaros.
Don't you dare do that.
I say
Ragnaros.
Ragnaros. I've played a
there.
lot of Ragnaros. He is really good. And Blemsy has told me the Ragnaros build, you go E build into a sulfurous smash. You can one shot basically anyone. It feels really, really empowering.
All right.
I'm
So-
gonna vote. I'm voting
Oh, wait,
for,
you go. You
At least you didn't say lava wave.
You go.
I vote for Zeratul for Terra Baron.
What?
Oh,
What?
He is not
Underrated?
A good Zeratul
underrated.
player is so good.
But you're
Does
not
this word
underestimating
mean
Zeratul.
right
Does this
now.
word mean what I
Zeratul's
think it
fucking
means?
good.
Because Zeratul is banned or picked in every game I play.
Yeah.
Not
Maybe I mean it depends. Again, this is all open for because all the ranks have different things that get seen. So I could definitely think because I don't think we're ever gonna find heroes that are like underrated that aren't played in any MMR. So I think that's fair. I think Zeratul's fair.
I totally disagree. His power spike comes late in the game.
well
Beforehand, I mean, you have to have a team which occupies all the lanes and does all that rotation type things. It's very hard to pull him off. It's not that impactful, I think, until he gets like at least 13 or 16.
I vote Zeratul.
Or whatever. Level 20 is a beast, though. Level 20 is a beast.
Yeah, then he heals.
In the new meta, all games go to level 20, so therefore Zeratul is really good.
That is cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ending strikes at 20 is just awesome. But, I'm on the same boat with Hero Physio. So many times I played with the good Mephisto. I think one time, last time with Old Backpack, and the Mephisto 1v4'd us.
Oh yeah, and Bacon too.
Yeah, Bacon's Orphea got 1v4 too as part of that 4, and I think with his positioning, he has a high health pool, strong combos late game. I think he's silently OP.
What about you,
Paradox?
Not
What do you got?
Paradox?
All right. So this character has like a 5% popularity among all areas, all ranks, with lower popularity in some.
Don't say pro,
Barely
please.
sees pro play outside of weird Garrosh cheese. This character is Zarya. Zarya to me is the most underrated sleeper character right now, purely because she's the primary counter to what this meta has, and people aren't realizing it yet. And she also counters like half the characters that we get annoyed about. Oh, Chromie, she's super annoying because she does a lot of damage. Oh, shield saves you, and Zarya is now buffed up. Asmodan, oh, sending in this giant thing. Guess what? Shield saves your whole team, and now she's fully charged and killing everyone. And she just seems like one of those heroes that's really, really powerful. And in this whole blow up composition of someone is about to take a whole bunch of damage because they got hit by 1 CC, now they have a 1500 health shield. And now that damage that you dealt to that person makes Zarya able to like 3-shot everyone on your team. So I think Zarya is the most underrated hero. But I don't know. She's
I
I
think
agree with you on that.
those are pretty good points.
That's a good one.
I like Zarya.
My
Pretty
pick
thick thighs.
is in a community filled with
Great
memes
eyes.
and all that. I pick Varian.
Varian.
It's underrated.
Ooh, underrated. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
variant though?
Yeah.
Yeah, which variant?
Twin Blades and the Burst one.
Twin Blades.
What's
I'm
the
not
other
playing.
one? What's the not
Colossus
top one?
Smash?
Colossus Smash.
Colossus
yeah.
Smash. Yeah.
You know, if Hero Physio likes it, I don't like it.
He's right though. They are underrated.
Like, we've all had games where they go Twin Blades, they go, okay, we're going to easy win, and then Varian just stays alive the entire team fight and just fucking mops the floor with you. And then, or they go Colossus Smash, and then they end up one-shotting all the backline squishies. Like, oh, what's happening in this game? This Varian is eating our ass. I don't know what I'm.
Oh my
like
god!
he's saying
Eating our
these,
ass.
like,
Eating and
wiping.
Wait, what's it?
What's with me and asses today?
What is with you, dude?
White vein thighs. Jeez.
I go away for a month, and now this bacon's turned into like a. I don't even know what to say.
I blame NotParadox for putting those thoughts in my head.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, it's on me.
That's the Kyle McCree. He's in your head now.
Kyle McCree.
But I vote for Zarya actually. Over if we're gonna just pick someone else, I pick Zarya.
I vote for Mephisto.
Nice.
He's so bad though.
Mephisto is good
underrated.
though. What do you, Mephisto
so
is
bad.
good.
Yeah, I mean, if we're swapping around, I'm doing Varian as well. I rarely see Varian in this rank. And when I do, it does seem like he's really, really frustrating to deal with because it's like if you see him a bunch, you're like, oh, just blind him. But then if you see him like last picked and you haven't seen him in like a couple days, you're like, what does he do again? Oh yeah, he doesn't die. That's what he does. And yeah, so I could see that. I don't know. Yeah,
You forgot about Arthas, by the way. Arthas is pretty good.
I feel like he's being played a lot more. Like
Yeah.
even in HTC, he actually got a lot of play this. During the all of BlizzCon, he saw quite a lot of play. I was pretty surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think
I mean,
he's
maybe that
underrated,
means that he
though.
was underrated. So,
I don't know. So in chat, it's kind of blowing up
People
about
knew.
Arthas.
People knew.
but I think isn't that the kind of ironic part? Isn't that the ironic part about underrated? If that's the first person that comes to your mind, does that really mean that they're underrated?
No, I would say no. Oh my god, you're like Romedy of Heroes Hearth right now.
Like if you go to like Hot Slogs and go to like the least played heroes, those are the ones that are like probably underrated, the ones that everyone's forgotten about. And you're like, did you remember that Diva's a character? But like then they're also just bad.
yeah.
They're not really underrated. They're just not good. Zool's sitting at like a 3% popularity, and yet he's actually like really good. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zool's my second pick.
oh, was he?
Yeah, I like Zool too. Actually,
Yeah.
he's a lot of fun.
NotParadox.
So
I really
we-
think you're smart. You should look into creating guides online.
I should do something like that.
You should really consider it. I think you'll do a good job.
We need more people like him.
So I guess
so
we're
should we-
getting rid of Zeratul. Zeratul didn't survive.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
Ragnaros didn't
yeah.
survive. So we're down to Vari and Mephisto.
Oh, Fringe
Well-
flipped to Zarya, who's not there.
I like Zarya to be honest, but I don't like either Varian or Mephisto. They're so bad at the lower levels. They're so bad.
And I feel like I see a lot of Mephisto, but maybe it's just like, I don't know, confirmation bias or something, but I don't know.
Me too. I see a Mephisto and be like, oh, that's a solid pick.
Really?
Yeah, I see like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is GGC when I see that.
He
I don't
is,
think anyone ever bans a Mephisto though.
Okay, I think
Everyone thinks,
Fringe-
he's not
Wait,
gonna
Fringe, what do you think
be
of
okay.
Varian?
Noobs are so bad they just get taunted or they just get blown up a lot. So Varian's really good at lower
Yeah,
levels.
Varian's very good.
See, so Varian value or Fringe values Varian, but he's undervaluing Mephisto.
No, he's so bad.
Oh,
See, so like the
my
common
God.
player is Fringe, and he's already putting value
Oh my
on
god,
Varian.
you're dollar cost averaging me, aren't you? Oh
No,
my
I
god.
think he's doing a Canadian mind trick on you.
Yeah, I heard Mephisto.
Oh man.
All right. Mephisto. Oh, backpack, what do you say?
Mephisto.
Oh my god. It's gonna be Mephisto, really?
Mephisto.
This is going down in history if we voted Mephisto.
Yeah.
Underrated. You'll see
Oh
him.
my god.
You'll see him.
This is a new low for the Gank Bush.
but Varian has a 20% spell power flag that he can put down.
Pretty good.
Totem
You're like,
flag.
if you a totem flag. He has a totem flag that he can put down, and hey,
That one is pretty
put
good.
that with a pyroblast, you might be able to one shot someone.
Loxley said in chat, did Fringe just get physioed?
Yes, that is a hard yes.
Man.
Very hard, yes.
Last year's winner was Abathur, by the way.
You know, this is a random tangent, but there's a clip that I watched from the show when NotParadox was on, where like we told NotParadox that hero was trolling NotParadox, and he didn't know it, but we knew it.
Yeah,
But then we found out that he wasn't trolling. I love that clip. It's like 2 minutes long.
the whole Steve thing, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
there's
that's-
like 40
yeah.
Steves at LFM now.
There's 2 Steves.
Everyone's
Like,
Steve.
I said it was a good year. It was a really good year.
I zoom in on NotParadox's face because he really thinks that we're serious, that he's being trolled by Hero Physio. I was like, oh shit, 2
Because
months.
you were saying that Hero Physio was short Steve, right? If I remember right? I think
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I swear, I've talked to both of them. They're 2 different people. I'm like, wait a second. Am I crazy?
Well, the look that you give is like, oh my
I met
God,
them both at BlizzCon, so at least I know for sure they're 2 different people.
Mm.
And by the way, Hero Physio is not. He is not 5'5".
No, he's-
Definitely
It's
not.
like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
I'm surprised Mephisto won this. I
Dude,
don't-
this is the
I'm
worst
pretty
award ever that we've
surprised.
given out.
The worst.
Worst award ever.
Lower your standard, Fringe.
This is
Can I change my vote to Zarya?
Yeah, that's how I started too.
No, we
Feel
can't.
bad.
I don't think we can
Moving
go
on.
back now.
Mephisto.
I
I
think
feel like we've
Zarya's
already decided.
Mephisto's the pick.
That's
Mephisto already
Mephisto.
blinked on out of here.
There is now
Don't worry.
blood on our hands now. We voted for
Just type it in parentheses Zarya after Mephisto. So
Yeah. Next year, I'm gonna look at this nose like, what the fuck is Zarya doing here?
like,
All right, last one.
The last one, the
Best
big
hero.
bushy, the one that's gonna
The biggest bush.
Biggest bush.
determine.
It's the best hero of 2018. And for those of you at home, last year, 2017 winner was Greymane was the best hero of 2017. So who was the best hero of 2018? So let's go to Tower Baron.
Well, I think this particular hero fits over any comp, played on all levels, and it's Phoenix. It's a solid auto attack.
Oh my
It's wave
god.
clear, just solid all around. You can play him at any level, you know, from bronze all the way up to masters. Yeah, just really solid play style. Has counters. I think it's really good.
Did you almost
Yeah,
say
and I-
blonde?
I almost did blonde.
He is blonde. He's yellow. He's blonde.
Oh my god.
Also, I second that. I vote Phoenix as well because
What?
he has he is all levels, and if you know how to play him right with the what's called the
No.
W skipping to make the phase bomb attack faster, he's always different tricks to them that you can
Yeah, the
really
arsenal
add to
synergy.
gameplay. Yeah, like he has very good. You reward high level players, and also noobs can play him as well. He is just a great hero for basically all levels,
You
and
just
just
like
and just
playing
level
Cracker.
play. Like I think Phoenix.
You just like playing Cracker.
The meme beam is very fun.
Okay, fine.
the meme beam.
All right, Bacon.
I'm torn between Diablo or Hanzo, honestly.
You're going Hanzo.
You're Asian. You're going Hanzo. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, Hanzo,
Definitely
just
pro
like
play.
Phoenix, he fits into almost any comp. He has a bunch of different play styles with his, obviously being scatter build being the most popular, even though it was nerfed recently. Like he can do camps or bosses really quickly. He has an auto tech build that's pretty good if you're facing like really frontline heavy tank comps. He has a pretty good wave clear build if you're going Q build. I mean, he has multiple different play styles. And he has one of the most OP traits in the game, that jump.
Mm-hmm.
And he has good follow-up
Okay.
wombo potential with his arrow.
Definitely pro play. I think we saw a lot of Hanzo, and he's definitely top hero. He's been nerfed so many times.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Fringe, what do you got?
I
Cringe.
think it's Maev.
Maev.
I think it's
Ooh,
Maev.
interesting.
Like,
Oh.
she changes the team comp of a draft instantly, and she is so good in the right hands, and that she can be really good even at low levels like Bush League. So
Yeah,
I go
definitely that
I
won
go
the Bush League
Maev.
championship.
Like
If
she-
you take
she
out
changes, like,
Maev, if you take out Maev in that statement and then put Cho'Gall in, I think that also fits though.
Agreed. But I think like she changes like a draft like no one else.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
okay, there it is.
Oh,
We're back.
sorry.
But I think Maev. I think she like. Yeah, I think she I never feel bad like when someone picks Maev. Ever.
So both of the heroes I was thinking of have been mentioned. So Phoenix, for example, was the first one because he not only he can be a solo laner, he could be a regular one. He fills in all the physical damage teams that needs physical damage, and he also fills if you needed spell damage. So he just covers like just about everything. And I think his kit's overloaded. He does too much. He can increase his movement speed. He can slow the enemy's movement speed. He has burst and sustain damage. He has everything you might need on a hero. But I think Maev is still the best overall here. And I've said this for a while now. And what kind of cemented it was when I watched I was noticing a lot of times the pros were pretty much permanently banning her. But then I was like, okay, I know she's good, but how good is she? And I saw this one dorm team that would pretty much start every single game the same exact way, and no one could ever figure out how to counter it. And they would always start out the game getting 4 kills. every single game in Dorm, and it was 100% reliant on having Maev in there. But the thing that kills me about Maev is like you got this hero who has the best wave clear in the game. You've got this hero who has the best engage in the game. You can counter just about any hero in the game. And she can do a bruiser camp at level 2 with Nyash's Memento. Who else could do that? Like, she's just is so good. Like Phoenix is a jack of all trades. Maev is a master of all trades. Like, it's just crazy. So that's where I'd put Maev as the top one there.
Hey, you know what? Even if Maev doesn't win, NotParadox chose my pick, so I'm a winner no matter what.
You're a winner.
You're a winner.
I'm a winner no matter what.
At least one time. I'm gonna bring it back to the pro perspective. There's nobody else that changed the game, giving us more highlight reel moments.
Here we go.
Is Genji.
Boo!
There's nobody else.
Here's the thing about the pro scene. That's not fair because Maev was 100% banned in BlizzCon.
Exactly, so you never saw her.
That's not fair.
But Genji changed a lot of things. Like, he changed the way people rotate, they changed the way how they draft, and then the way that team fights flowed. When like you got tons of these highlight reel things. If I have to change my vote, it's probably Phoenix because I'm a huge fan of Phoenix. He played really well again. His kit is big, has everything. But yeah, Genji did a lot this year.
Well, props for
He's
Genji.
my pick.
Yeah, props to the Shimada brothers, but they're not gonna make it past the first round. And Hero. Sorry.
Hanzo. Get in here, Hanzo.
What'd you pick? You picked Phoenix?
Yeah, I'll go Phoenix. Hanzo was a good pick too, though. Hanzo was really fun this year. Plus, like Dragon Arrow was a big ulti.
I pick Maev, so we're tied. So we gotta. I honestly think my people that played with me recently have suffered through my attempts at learning Maev, so they know it's not just for the drama's sake. So we actually have a 3-3 tie.
Let's ask Schizo. Schizo breaks the tie.
Schizo breaks the tie.
Schizo breaks the tie.
This is bullshit.
Yeah,
we
actually
got to discuss this.
No.
All right, we'll give our points and then we can have Schizo vote at the end.
Okay.
All right, who wants to?
You said Maev. You said Maev.
Yeah, he said
No. I win.
No, I'll create a straw poll right now. All right.
We're gonna have the whole stream vote for this.
Have the whole
Stream vote for
Okay.
yes.
It's either that or Loxy says leave it a tie.
No, there are no ties here.
No, it can't
The
be
best
a tie.
overall.
There's always
Honestly,
one.
I couldn't be happier with the two choices for best overall, though.
Yeah,
Like, generally, they both are people who can do. They're both two heroes with overloaded kits, like, in my opinion.
Also, by the way, Maev is the reason why we have a Bush League champion season 2. That's all I'm saying.
I
We
put it
already
in
went
chat
that
right now.
Weeks ago.
I just
Holy.
I just thought it was so funny when I was on stream a couple days ago and one person was like, why, like, Maev, you can't do anything with Maev outside of team fights. And I was like, wait, hold on, just watch this. And I was like, just watch this. So I showed the first thing. I was like, all right, so you walk up to a wave, you press E, you press W on the front line and Q on the back line, and poof, the whole wave's gone. You can mount up before your E even comes back. And you could literally be mounted up, and your E, it's the first ability you cast. By the time it returns, you're mounted up, grabbing the globe, and in another lane. And I was like, nobody else has that wave clear. It's insane. So, and then, of course, the level 2 camp thing. But that's just weird.
This vote is so close right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Someone push for
Get in there.
Someone give some props to Phoenix now.
Yes.
No.
So Hero, do Phoenix, please. Hero, you're the best one at this.
It's all on you.
Add some selling points.
I mean, it's Phoenix. So it's Phoenix.
You're like solid
he
Jake right
was
now.
so
Phoenix.
highly anticipated. Like, Phoenix was somebody that the people wanted since the beginning of Heroes. They wanted Phoenix in the game, pretty much in alpha. And so when
Same
they
thing with
finally brought him
Maev.
out,
Actually, I'm lying.
were they?
No, he's lying.
Totally lying. The hype for Phoenix was so much more. And what they did with Phoenix was they threw him in a Dragoon, so it wasn't, the Zealot that they wanted, but they had to do something different with him. So they gave him the shield mechanic too, which was something that we haven't really seen native to anybody else, right? So his health pool is split, so they did something unique with that. No, Tassadar doesn't come with a base shield. They split Phoenix's health pool into shield and health pool. So all the other heroes, like even Artanis, he only gets a shield later on. He's still mostly health pool. Tassadar, same thing. He has to shield himself. Probius gets pylon shields, but nobody else has done that except Phoenix. His damage abilities, again, he does have everything. He's got sustained damage. He's got burst damage. He's got 2 extremely fun heroics. He has a couple of different builds too. I know people don't usually experiment with it, but back when he first came out, he had a really exciting blink in, warp in style that was really aggressive and fun to play. And again, Phoenix fits into every single team composition. Range damage, if you want him to throw him in the off lane, you can do that too with the 4-man, hold his own lane. Phoenix does it all.
Phoenix just lost a vote.
I know.
Oh, no.
I was watching it the whole time. I was like, why am I not?
Maiev is the winner. Maiev is the winner.
Well,
Maev's the
Maiev,
winner.
Good votes, though. Good votes.
Maiev,
Thanks, guys.
Maiev has tons of different play styles. She has high playmaking ability based on your positioning and your just game knowledge. Like Phoenix, yes, is much more of like can fit into any comp. Maiev can fit into almost as many comps in my opinion if the Maiev is good. Phoenix is easier to play though, but Maiev has a much higher ceiling. Much higher ceiling to make those plays and actually be the reason you win a game. Phoenix has like, what's his ultimate though? The salvo, right? Obviously, he can get amazing salvos off and win the game that way, or do the meme beam and have some fun. But I don't know. Maiev is
No, like Maiev single-handedly won Bush League. Like,
Man, you're all bush league, man. Let it go.
There was that.
I mean,
It wasn't
Bush
just
League is me
Maiev.
and
We already
Dad's
went over this.
Child, so
It wasn't just
yes.
Maiev.
Oh, it was Maiev, all right.
It wasn't
Watch-
just Maiev.
Well, bad drafting, but watch the replays. But anyway,
There's also Scott tilting, but yeah.
well, Scott, that's his biggest flaw. No one ever thought about that. But he tilts so hard when he starts to lose. But anyway, let's move on from that.
Yeah.
Scott's
Like,
So
if
Maiev the
you can say take this Phoenix out and put in a really good Hanzo, and you haven't lost anything in that draft. But if you
Here's
take
the
out a
thing that's-
Maiev, something changed in the team composition.
I think the thing that's kind of fascinating to me is people asked me a lot whatever happened to Greymane, and I said Phoenix came out, and it is kind of a joke. It was kind of a joke, but that's like literally every slot that you would have put a Greymane in the old like 2017 HEC and all that literally is just Phoenix now. And I thought that was kind of funny that last year's winner was Greymane and this year's winner almost was Phoenix. So like,
Well, Phoenix back
almost.
then also based on when you go Worgen, the targets you prioritize and your ult usage, it was a very high skill ceiling hero, and many more modern, design heroes came out to replace him. So, yeah.
It's Maiev.
so
though.
Maiev,
Maiev is it?
so Maiev wins it.
Yeah.
She won. Damn.
I think
Best
Maiev.
overall hero. 2018.
Loxley, Loxley says Phoenix is good, Maiev is game changing, and I think we agree with that.
Yeah.
Game changing in the right hands.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Good choice. Good choice.
Don't put me on Maiev, or we're gonna lose.
she's weird. Like, I feel like a lot of people just charge in and die on her, and it's so easy to do because her kit just kind of encourages it. But there's so much you can do on her. She's just weird.
Yeah.
Chat.
That's it.
On
we're done.
7 says if you don't vote Maiev, you're sexist.
Oh. Isn't Phoenix a robot?
2018.
Isn't Phoenix a robot?
No.
Dragoon.
Yeah.
He's a Dragoon.
What's a Dragoon?
Inside his
Oh, God.
inside his body, right? He has the spider legs, and inside the capsule is his actual body.
Spirit or whatever.
Yeah, isn't it like its spirit?
No,
Like, I think the
it's his,
dragoons are.
it's
I thought
his
the
body
dragons were,
torn
like,
up.
Dead.
You
Like,
know
there's
when
spirits,
Phoenix dies, his like blue goo comes out. That's the liquid like keeping him alive.
I thought that was just like a. I don't know.
So, wait, Bacon, do you ever
himself.
have goo come out of you?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant.
Goo. Goo.
If I drink milk, I have goo coming on me for the next 2 days.
Oh, all right. That's it, right? We're done with the awards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our show. This
Fun stuff. Fun
goo
stuff.
coming out of bacon.
Goo. Blue goo.
Blue goo coming out of bacon. So, all right, that's our show. So let's go ahead and thank you to everyone who watched us live. First of all, thank you to everyone who's listening. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the bits. We all appreciate it. And thank you to NotParadox for coming on the show. You can find his content at youtube.com/NotParadox. And in my opinion, it's the best content you can find about HOTS. Like, not even close. So
Well,
everyone, please subscribe.
Yeah.
Well, how about
that
us?
enriches YouTube videos?
Oh, it's way
too.
better than this podcast.
This podcast.
Yeah.
But thank you, NotParadox, for coming on the show. I know this is
No.
you seem very surprised throughout the show.
Oh, it's fascinating. Thank you guys for letting me on. It's been it's been an adventure.
I apologize for the last
That's
2
way
hours of
true.
your life have been wasted with the Gay Bush Squad.
Yeah. No,
very
it's been good. It's been good.
wanna
Thank
say
you for
thanks.
inviting me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here.
Okay.
I
really
hope
wanna
my raunchy jokes didn't throw you off, or
my God.
I will say it's definitely more raunchy this episode than the last one. But it's good. It's good.
I'm actually at this point. I'm very drunk right now. I did this for Leviathan. I love Leviathan very much.
I also
But,
have like a fringe apologize to Paradox, but not to Hero.
I'm used to this.
Well, we all know we don't really care about Hero Physio at all.
Yeah. This is,
but
this
we
is like
do.
the 7th time.
But you know what's funny? Though? The joke about him getting the T-shirt and putting it in his bag. He did that. That's really what happened. That's not a joke. I gave it to him. He gave it to his girlfriend. She put it in her bag immediately, like as if he never got it.
I did wear it. I
literally
did
happened.
wear it.
After I gave you shit about it, you wore it for in the crowd sitting, and then when you got up, you took it off.
True.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I had to rep the LFM jersey at the
I know.
time. That was the whole point.
I know, but he really did put the T-shirt in the bag right as he got it.
Hey,
But
it's
anyway.
a really nice shirt, though.
It is, right? Yeah.
It is really
And
nice.
All right, well,
one thing,
No,
thank you
LFM.
to all the
LFM,
thank you to Paradox again for I guess hosting the stream. Right before we started, we got a big bump from that, and yeah, if you guys are new here, the raunchy jokes are a regular thing. So if you continue listening to us, be ready for that. And next week we'll be back to talk about Sylvanas, Stitches, and any patches that'll come out. And I guess the new once we have more experience on the XP changes, we'll go a little bit deeper into that. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
yeah, thank you, Hero Physio, very much. I know I know you love us. You won't say it, but I know you do.
I'll never say it. I'll never say it.
I know.
We had a great year, though. Hots had a really good year, and then when we all met up at BlizzCon, that's what Hero's all about. Loved it.
Oh,
Thanks
dude.
for having me, guys.
At that Blaze Pizza shop where the guy took your
Yeah.
beer and drank it, that was hilarious. The worker,
It was
the worker
really
just
good.
went to your you went to go to the bathroom. You came back. The the pizza guy picked up your beer and drank and chugged it and walked inside.
I
Dude,
bought him
Physio
an
said,
extra
"Nah,
one.
here's my beer." Yeah.
I bought him an extra one.
But thank you, Not Paradox.
It's good times. Good times.
Paradox,
All right.
do you have any words on the past year of HOTS, I guess?
No, I mean it was a pretty good year. I think there was a lot of stuff that came out. Like there was a lot of heroes, a lot of reworks, and a lot of skins and events and stuff. And I felt like they were really creative in a lot of things that they did. Again, like the drops, for example. We shot up HOTS up into the top 5 games on Twitch for quite a while. The first time that the drops came out. So I think generally it was a really good year for HOTS.
Yeah, look out for LFM next year.
Oh, are you confirming that HGC is happening?
I have no
Is this
idea.
the confirmation?
You can still look
This
out
is
for
the
LFM.
confirmation stream.
We're
Or is
going
that
to
next
Dota.
Next week on the Gang Push Squad is the official HGC announcement.
Oh shit!
LFM confirms HUC
We're
2019.
splitting up.
Well,
We're gonna have a
if we're
division
announcing something
and
on
a
half
Fortnite
of,
division.
oh my god!
Well,
But if
thank
we're
you,
announcing something on behalf of Blizzard, there's probably the deaths or something.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what do you guys think about the rumors of HGC being in trouble?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about the scene as it is. Like, even when I came into the scene, I was just doing my own thing. I don't have any connections. I don't talk to anybody. So, and I wouldn't be the first one to leak anything anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you right now, like, no one knows anything. I, along with quite a few other people that I know, had something that they were supposed to be doing for HCC, and I can tell you right now that all of the casters know nothing. And if anyone would know anything, it would be either the pro teams or the casters, and neither of them know anything. So all I know is what everyone else knows. It's interesting.
Well, all right. Well, on that note, I want to also thank you, Bacon, for doing all the visuals.
Yeah.
On the live stream.
Good stuff.
Well done. Did you just clap for him?
I clapped for Bacon.
That's the first time you've clapped.
Did you have
For
to
me.
like find something for Orphea really quick? Because I noticed when we were picking all of the different heroes, someone voted for Orphea, and you like looked around, and then you like looked over, and it took a while for you to get an Orphea one. Did you not have one prepared? Because all the rest of them were really quick. Someone's like Alex Strauss, and it like immediately appeared, and then like
This is all manuals. It's really hard. It's
the Orphea one was like there was just a little bit before there was an Orphea. You're like looking around, and I was like,
Let's just say my OBS setup is a triple screen setup right now, and I'm using every bit of space. It's complicated.
Nice.
There's a lot of moving parts to make this little shitty stream. But I wish I had more time to do like grander stuff. I had a bunch of. I was gonna do something with Lion King and Super Smash Bros. And
Lion King.
I just didn't have time.
What are you gonna do with Lion King?
Save it.
I was
for
gonna-
next one.
No, it's too late. It's not Paradox.
Jafar.
Who's
Like,
Jafar?
Aladdin.
It's gonna be the Lion King baby holding scene, and then the monkey was gonna be not Paradox, and then he lifts up, and when he's taking the baby, what's the baby's like? Mufasa?
Simba.
Simba?
When he's picking up
yeah.
Simba from the mom and dad line, it's gonna be like the HGC players and pros, and then not Paradox is holding up the meta,
Oh no.
which is gonna be Simba, and then all the little animals are gonna be bronze players and Reddit, kind of going ape shit for not Paradox's tutorial videos.
Oh my god! All right.
I was
Anyway,
gonna do that,
YouTube,
but
YouTube.com/NotParadox, the best HOTS content you can find. Please subscribe and/or subscribe.
Those are some good options. I like those
Please
options.
watch them all.
Please, one of those two.
Watch the ads that come before it, like I do every time. All right. And also, he has a YouTube. Yeah, no, he has a page,
Twitch, yeah.
Patreon.
Oh, I've got a Patreon too. Yeah, I have a Patreon. That was one of the 6 people here told me to make a Patreon a year ago, and and it ended up happening. Yeah, so I mean, I'll do my little plug. I've got most of my stuff's on YouTube, but I am trying to stream more. So and that's just the same thing. It's not Paradox, but it has a TV at the end, so not Paradox TV. And my Patreon's just exclusive stuff, like whatever I don't make a video about, but I might record, like a coaching, for example, ends up just kind of getting shoved into one channel. And if you want access to that channel, then I've got that in the Patreon. So generally just some pretty fun stuff. But yeah, all my content is HOTS related. Well, the majority of it's HOTS related, and otherwise it's usually like psychology or philosophy or something. So it's pretty neat. If you haven't seen it before, it's pretty fun.
Paradox is the next nerd writer. For those of you who listen to that. I love Nerd Writer. But all right. I guess we're done. Right? No?
I think so.
Sure, shout outs.
Last
All right.
words.
Thank you, everyone, for watching this. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but I'm drunk. But this is like all the time.
Well, we need Tower Baron to end the show, Fringe.
Oh, yeah.
How it
Tower
works.
Baron.
And that's our show, and we'll see you in the Nexus.
Boom. We did it.
Heroes.